Taylor, you and Panay Sewell, the highest graded tackles coming out of week 3.
Yeah.
What level are you playing at right now?
I mean, I think I'm playing really good ball. I think these last couple years for me has kind of been a steady trend upward. And it's been fun for me. I think as you play around other players that are really good, they make you better as well. And then just with experience and just like health. I mean, not the healthiest right now, but I do think I'm playing well.
You had an 11-minute drive there Monday night, 18 plays going down the field. Thankfully, it ends in a touchdown.
Yeah.
Take us through the mind of an offensive lineman when you've got to line up 18 times in a drive.
The most challenging part of it was the way we executed those 18 plays. They were downhill direct runs. The Ravens got some big guys up there, so you have to move them. And it was kind of muggy, it was humid out there, even though it was a night game and everything like that. The most tired I've ever been, the most plays I've ever run, asked for oxygen on the sideline. And at one point, me and Panay, we were down in the red zone, we'd like locked eyes like, oh my God, we're like so exhausted. But as hard as it is for us, it's harder for a defense. So super cool to be a part of that, especially like primetime game, you're backed up, you're just trying to look for a couple first downs to flip the field. So it's pretty cool.
You guys ran the Maryland I formation. Some people call it stack, Lions call it scorpion.
Scorpion.
When was that game plan installed for you guys?
Wednesday.
Wednesday before a Monday night football game.
Yes. Wait, so it might have been Thursday. It might have been Thursday, so our football Wednesday.
That sounds diabolical.
We got really smart players.
Yeah.
And we know that we're gonna run a lot of things. Like we like multiplicity. We like to run a bunch of different concepts up front, whether that's wide zone, tight zone, duo, whatever it may be. So we're already kind of used to being able to like throw things out on the fly. And if it was something that was too much or we couldn't execute it, they'll throw it out. They'll take it out. Obviously, it worked. It was a good mix up, a good change up, and it's good to have those kind of unscouted looks.
How is that shown to you guys? Do you sit in the film room and, hey, here are 3 guys going to line up behind Jared Goff, or are you out here on the field and Johnny Moe's like, hey, you 3 line up behind JG?
In our run install,
Yeah.
like if there's going to be a new formation, there'll be a little slide on it, and they'll usually have a little joke about it or something like that, or an explanation as to why it's called what it's called.
Yeah.
But it's just a slide where it's a drawing with like little boxes. There's the O-line, here's the running backs and stuff like that lined up, and we're like, all right. And we like to do a lot of different stuff like that. And sometimes it's more subtle, but that one's like so glaring, especially with the NFL today is like so spread in West Coast offense for the most part. I mean, we're a little more old school, so that's on brand for us to run that.
So no one looked at each other weird and we're like, what are we doing here?
No, if it works, we'll do anything. If it works, we'll do anything. That's fine.
But you had never ran that ever in your career?
No.
Not even college?
I mean, I ran I formation, double tight in high school, but in college I was like spread offense. As many receivers as we can get on the field, read option. Like we didn't line up in an I formation. We were not getting under center and stuff like that. So it's definitely a nod to like old school football.
How did that I formation really kick things into overdrive and give a whole different look?
Well, I think number one, you can get both of our running backs on the field at the same time. And when you're not like favoring your formation one way or the other, it's like, where are all these guys gonna go? We haven't scouted this look. We know that both guys can run the ball. Like, Jameer's been playing well, then David goes for 150. Like, who are you gonna key on in those sort of situations? And they can just set up more things in the future to where, maybe there's more misdirection. Maybe there's a different play off of it. It's just you can just build and build and build these things. Or you could just not run them at all and people could worry about them.
This past training camp, you celebrated 10 years. There was a cake. Graham Glasgow was nearby, one of your best buddies.
Yeah.
How would you best sum up your journey through the last decade?
Oh, man. I've never really got to sit back and reflect on that. I think one day when I'm done playing, then I'll have the opportunity to. Definitely rocky. There's been a lot of downs, but lately it's been a lot of ups, which has kind of like reinvigorated my like passion for the game. And then when you get to play around all these young guys who are superstars, it makes me feel youthful again. It makes me feel young, and it makes me excited to go out there and play. Because I may be older than some of these guys, but these guys are some of the best players and potentially Hall of Famers. So I'm just grateful to be able to play on a successful team with a bunch of good players.